Hi Chris, hi everybody at Crack Calls. My name is Matt DeMers. I'm from Boise, Idaho. Lived and grown up in Boise my entire life. I'm married, been married for 2 years. I'm a firefighter at a local fire department in town. I also work in the emergency room at the hospital as an EMT. Um, Obviously I like to hunt and fish a lot. It's one of my biggest passions. That's why I want to join your guys' team so that I can share the passion for the outdoors the same way you guys do. How I started hunting, I always tagged along with my dad when I was a kid, and first time he ever took me out hunting, I wasn't even old enough to hunt yet, but I knew that I was hooked when he took me out and I got to hike around the mountain with him all day long and see a lot of animals. And I always look forward to hunting season every year, begged my dad to go with him, so when I was old enough to hunt, I started hunting, got my first gun. I got a shotgun, a Remington 870, and began duck hunting right away. My dad was a really good duck caller, and so I always wanted to be as good of a duck caller as my dad, so I just worked every year to try and get better and better at my calling so that I could go out on my own and call in ducks. And still to this day, I'm a really avid duck hunter. I just picked up archery hunting this year. Love the thrill of getting in close to the game, calling them in close. I also started predator hunting a few years back, and that's a new huge passion of mine. And the first time I ever had a coyote coming into my calls, I was hooked, and I knew that I was going to love predator hunting because it's such a rush. Some of my other hobbies and interests, I really enjoy running, working out in my free time. I love to hike, I love camping, love to go fishing, whether it's on the river or backpacking into alpine lakes. I like to spend my time outside scouting, exploring new territory, anything that can get me out of the house, out of the city. So what does being a pro staffer mean to me? It means that I'm going to be spreading the brand name of a great company such as yourselves to friends, family, people I run into. Potentially, I'll run into somebody in the field and they'll say, hey, where'd you get your calls? Being a pro staffer to me means that I'm going to represent you guys in a good way. I'm going to be dedicated to push the brand, and that I'm going to go out and tell people how great the calls are and try and get them to be convinced to buy them as well. What would make me a great staffer is that I'm a really outgoing person. I make friends with almost anybody that I meet. I'm very outspoken, get along with people really well, and I have a lot of years behind me that I've been hunting. I've been hunting for 12 years now and would tag along with my dad for even years before that, but I'm constantly studying the pattern of game and where they like to go, what they like to feed on. I'm constantly trying to improve my odds for success by going out and dedicating myself to put in the time. So I think I'd be a great asset to your guys' team, because not only could I build those relationships with hopefully future customers, but I also love and have such a passion for the outdoors that it's not always about killing things for me. It's more about getting out and doing the hunting and enjoying my time out there and getting to see all the game that I get to see every year. Do a lot of duck hunting around here. It's probably my favorite type of hunting, other than archery now that I got addicted to that. But just going to give you a little bit of a sample of some of my duck calling from all my practice over the years. So here it goes. That's some of my duck calling. Been practicing ever since I was able to blow a call and enjoy it. I practice all year round. I recently just got into coyote calling. I actually own a couple of your guys' calls. I got the crack rabbit and the crack howler. Crack rabbit is by far one of my favorite calls. First time I took it out, had coyotes rushing into me as soon as I started calling on it. So I definitely am a solid believer in your guys' products. Here's a little sample of me calling with the crack rabbit. definitely love the sound of your guys' calls. Everything you make is very fine-tuned, and never had a problem with it. So, moving on, what could I bring to the staff that others can't? I believe that I just have a knowledge and a passion for the outdoors that I'm willing to put in the time and the effort that it takes to find those new hunting spots, to become a better hunter. And because of my personality and my friend base, I get along with everyone, and I can just meet new people, tell people about your guys' products. And what I would do to spread your guys' brand name, I would definitely use social media. I have a lot of friends on Facebook that all follow my hunting expeditions and always want to know when I'm going out next, and they always want to come and tag along. So I think that if I was able to show them your guys' products, and people would come up to me in the field and say, hey, what kind of calls do you use, and I'd be able to take that as an opportunity to spread that word for you guys and give them the great name. I already refer your calls to all my predator hunting friends, and they all know that I use your calls, and they love when they go out with me because they love the sound of the calls. So hopefully you guys like this video. I'm really looking forward to a potential opportunity to be working with you guys. I hope to hear back from you soon. Thanks so much.